Because I hate the grocery store. I get lost. No matter how small the grocery store is, I am wandering around there and coming back with things I was not asked to pick up. I mean, I've been sent for diapers and came home with a key lime pie. Right? The grocery store is my enemy, so I need to get in and get out. No matter how small the item is that I'm supposed to be getting, I am in a hurry and I have to stay focused because I will get distracted. And so this was at night, and my daughter needed something, whether it was formula or diapers, I can't remember. She needed something before she could go to bed that night. And so I got to the grocery store, and as I'm pulling in the parking spot that's the closest to the door so that I can get in and get out without being stopped, without being bothered, before I even get out of the car, I am looking out my window, out the windshield, trying to make sure that if there's anybody there who's going to stop and ask me for money, I can avoid them. And I didn't see anybody, so I got out of my car, and I put my head down, and I just started walking as fast as I could because I didn't want to be bothered. And apparently, this woman and her son didn't pick up on all my body language saying, "Leave me alone." And she found a way to get in front of me, and she asked me if I could give her some money. I said, "Sorry, I don't have any money." I was about to go on my way, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going into the store anyways. I could just pick them up, some bananas, water bottles, some granola bars. And I had done this a few times in the past, and most people would say, "No, thank you." I'm like, good. That covers my conscience. I at least asked. But this woman said yes. So I went in, grumbling and complaining inside my head. I got what I needed for my daughter. I picked up a few things for her. And then I went outside, and she is nowhere to be found. Looked all over the place, couldn't find her, so now I'm even more irritated because now I've wasted time and money. And as I was walking to my car, I saw her a few rows over. And part of me wanted to just go and get in my car and move on with my day, get my daughter to sleep. But I walked over to her, and I handed her what I had bought for her. And I think she was surprised that I'd actually followed up with what I said I was going to do. I could tell that very few people have ever given this woman any time, and she began to tell me her life story. She told me about all the men who had abused her. She told me about the man who abused her son, beat him so badly that his skull had cracked. And I looked over, and I could see the scars on his head. And that's when I began to see clearly. And I realized, finally sober-minded, that God had allowed me to come into contact with this woman. Because even if it was just for a moment, that God wanted to begin building his kingdom in her life. And so I did the only thing I knew to do, and I just asked her if I could pray for her. And as I began to cry, tears began to roll down her face. And I realized that there have probably been so many moments where God put me in someone's path, and I chose only to think about myself rather than what God had given me to be building his kingdom with him. There have probably been so many opportunities that I've missed because I've not been sober-minded, because I have been my own obsession.